Hi, this is Mike Willis, and today I'm excited to be talking with you about a new program called Camtasia Relay, which is available to all University of Dubuque faculty and staff, as well as students actually. And what Camtasia Relay is a program which will allow you to record computer presentations. It's not really that dissimilar from MediaSite. If any of you are familiar with MediaSite or have used it, you know that we have MediaSite recorders in some of our classrooms, but where the big difference lies is that Camtasia Relay is simply a program which you can install on a computer, and the way Relay is set up, anyone can use it. It's a free license, so if you are a UD faculty or staff or even student, you can download and install the program on your computer, either at your office or even at home, and you can record your computer presentations from the convenience of your office or home. So convenience is the name of the game here. There are other differences, but that is really the big one. There's two components to Relay. There's the recorder, which you see here in a screenshot, and that's what you'll use to actually record your presentations. And then there's a website, which is cmedia, that's C as in Charlie, media.dbq.edu. There's no www in the address. And the website is where you can manage your presentations after you recorded them. And you can also find and get the program, the recording program, from the website as well. And I'm going to show that to you in just a second. In fact, why don't I just show it to you right now? Just go ahead and exit the presentation. And as you can see, I'm already at the website. Again, the address is cmedia.dbq.edu. Go ahead and your username and your password are going to be the same as your network login, or the password you use to log into a school computer. And once you log into the website, what we're going to focus on right now is the download button on the right side of the screen. Go ahead and click on that, and you're going to see several options. One of the things that's nice about Relay is that they support multiple operating systems. Not only do they support Windows and Mac, as you can see on the top, but they will also support recording from a iOS device, namely an iPod, or I'm sorry, an iPhone or an iPad. And they also support Android devices as well, which is nice. So especially if you have an Android tablet, for example, you could record from that. The important thing to notice here is that with iOS and with Android, it's only going to record video from your webcam on those devices. It's not going to do actually a screen capture like it will for a Windows operating system or a Mac operating system on a Mac laptop or computer, or a Windows laptop or a computer. So now that I've confused you, why don't you go ahead and what you would do next is click on the Windows or the Mac, assuming you're on one of those two platforms. Click on one of those buttons and install the program. I'm not going to do it right now because I've already got the program installed on my computer, but if you click on the button, it's just going to take a few seconds to download the file, as you can see here, and then you would click on it to open it and then go through the installation prompts. It should just take you a couple minutes at most. Pretty simple process. If you get hung up on it for some reason, of course, you can always contact me and I'll help you through it. You should not need admin rights or an admin account to install the program. At least that's been my experience so far. Once you've got the program installed, you're going to go ahead and open it, and it will go in your Programs folder, as you'd imagine. So go to Start, Programs, and then you're looking for the TechSmith folder. TechSmith is a company that makes Camtasia Relay. So there we are, and click on Relay. And let me just minimize the other screen here for a second so we can see this clear. All right, and so here is the actual recording application. First thing you're going to want to do is log in. So click on the login button on the upper left, and again, use your network username and password. Make sure that presenter is highlighted on the top here, not guest, and then go ahead and hit login. Okay, once we're logged in, now we can get kind of familiar with the lay of the land. In the center of the page, you're going to see a recording preview. So what we're seeing now is my computer screen. That's kind of giving us an idea of what it's going to be recording or capturing. The audio button will allow you to select which microphone you want to use, and really my experience has been that a webcam microphone or a headset microphone really works quite well. I'm using a USB microphone right now, and what I would suggest is that just experiment a little bit and see which one works the best for you. As you can see on the right side, it gives you an input level, so you just want to see the meter moving. And I have it on auto, which seems to work well for me. I do know that some people have said that if they're recording from a laptop or from a tablet, sometimes the levels can be a little quiet, so you might want to turn that off and adjust accordingly. If you have more than one display or monitor on your computer, you can click on the display button, and that will allow you to choose which display you want to record. In the same way, if you have a webcam connected, you can click on the camera button, and that will allow you to record from the webcam as well as capture your screen at the same time. It's going to do a picture-in-picture recording where the video from the webcam will just show up on the lower right corner of your screen. I'm not going to do that right now, but just be aware that that is an option if you would like. Okay. Now that we've got that out of the way, take a look here for a second at the profile under the presentation details. The profile you want to make sure is selected on Media Site Profile. There is another one called Upload and Decide Later, but do not choose that one. Go ahead and select Media Site Profile. All that means is that once the recording is finished, this basically tells the program where to publish the recording, and we are still going to use MediaSite to publish, and I will show you that in just a second. Okay, next thing we want to do is just give the presentation a title. Not very imaginative. And once you are ready to record, go ahead and hit the big red button. It's going to give you a countdown, which is nice. And now we are live. If you look down on the bottom of your screen, or bottom of my screen, you'll see the recording tab, and it's giving you an actual counter to tell you how long you've been recording. So at this point, we are recording everything that I'm doing on screen. Opening applications, opening a PowerPoint presentation, opening a website. You can share all of these things with your students. The only thing I would caution you against trying to record is a video from YouTube, for example. I just don't think it's going to look very good, and it's not a real efficient use of the program. The best way to share videos, in my opinion, with students is simply to give them the URL or the link to the video on the native website, rather than trying to re-record a video using Relay. Once you're done with your recording, go ahead and go down to the bottom of the page and click on that button to open up the recorder. And you see we have two options. We can actually pause the recording if you're just getting winded, or you can stop it altogether, and that's what I'm going to do. Okay, and once you've stopped the presentation, it's going to give you another screen to kind of review what you've recorded. And a nice little touch here, you have an option to trim your video. If you click on this, you can actually adjust the start and end points of your video, which is kind of nice. So if there's a little extra on the front or the back end, you can take those off. And so the red areas in red would be cut, essentially. You can also play the video to review it if you want, and make sure everything is hunky-dory. And once you've done that, don't forget to press the submit button. Until you do this, the recording is just sitting on your computer's hard drive and it's not actually being published. Once you hit the submit button, now the program is going to start the publishing process, and you're going to get a message to that effect. So the important thing to know about publishing is that it's time consuming. So once I hit that submit button, what the program is going to do is it's going to send that video file to the Camtasia Relay server where it's going to be published. And the length of time really depends on two things: the length of the video that you recorded, as well as your connection, internet connection speed. So I would say it's a good rule of thumb to say 1 minute of recording will take 1 minute to publish. If your recording is 15 minutes, it'll probably take 15 minutes to publish. What does this mean for you? It simply means that if you are publishing a presentation, you want to make sure your computer is left on and you are connected to the internet. If for some reason you press the submit button and then you immediately shut your computer off, then your presentation isn't going to publish. It's going to pause, and the next time you turn your computer on, it would resume publishing. But the important thing to take away from this is that once you've submitted that recording, be sure to leave your computer on so it can finish the publishing process. And you can still do other things on your computer. You can still check your email or surf websites, but you want to make sure it's left on. All right, so once you've submitted the video, you're going to want to eventually get a link to the video so you can share that with your students. Let me show you how to do that now. So we're going to go back to the Camtasia Relay website. And at this point, I'm going to go to the Presentations tab and click on the presentation list. And as you can see, my recording has already shown up on the presentations list. It tells me when I recorded it. And if you look on the right side, it shows me the actual status of the recording. And right now we stand at 13% progress. So it takes, like I said, it takes a little while to publish. What we actually want is the link to the media site presentation, and that's gonna, once this finishes, this is gonna start processing. And let me show you what a finished presentation looks like, since this one's still gonna be going for a while yet. Alright, so I'm gonna click on test presentation here, and on the right side you see that process status is at 100%, and I now am able to view the recording. So let me just click on that. This could be interesting. I can't remember what this recording was. And you'll see it's opening the video in a new browser tab. And it is opening presentation in MediaSite. Even though we didn't record it in MediaSite, it's being published in MediaSite. Okay. All right, let me just pause that for a second. So this is a recording that I made earlier, and you can see that I can play it. So if you are happy with the video and it works properly, what you want, the last step you want to do is to copy and paste this web address and either email that to your students, or you can copy and paste it into your course page in Moodle and share it that way. But that is how you would share the video with your students. So I hope this has been helpful for you, and I hope you find Relay to be a useful tool in your teaching toolkit. Of course, if you have any questions, or if you get stuck on any part of this process, feel free to call me at extension 3350. I look forward to hearing from you, and happy recording.